Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I am the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos. Here on the channel we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking, faith, fitness, and all the things in between. Today is a planner thing. We're going to talk about my pocket planner here. I don't really show it much. I don't think I've ever shown it on the channel actually, but it functions as my wallet, but not very well. So let's get into it. So I've already taken my cards out of the planner here, but typically when I opened it here on the side, this is not a real modem. This is like, I think I got it, oh man, I might have got it from AliExpress a couple of years ago. Okay, so I started recording yesterday and then my battery died. And not just this battery, but somehow I have a spare for the camera. That's not the somehow, but the somehow is that one was also dead. I don't know. Anyways, so here we are again. We're gonna make do. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna turn this into a kind of, this is my wallet, but I want it to be more of a carry around planner too, because as we're getting out and about more, I need to know the dates that we have stuff. So we're making appointments and things like that, and it's not functioning well for me. So right now, all I have in here is some Post-it notes, which I think works good. This is, has some coins in here. Oh, and a spare battery for my, car alarm. So that's in there as well. I do in here, oh, I have some trash. I have a coupon and some cash. I guess we should check the coupons in here. Maybe I need to add a list of coupons I have in there, so that I don't forget when we're out and about, because that happens. Oops. So just take all the trash out of there. I'm gonna put the cash to the side for now. Right now, all I have is this little, let me zoom you in. So right now, all I have is this. This was a free printable from Planners Anonymous, and I laminated it. It just says Planner Babe, and then I think I had some small Post-it notes on the back here at one point. This was just some notes for myself that clearly I don't want it to be seen. And then I had just notes. I was using brain dumps and things like that. And then here I had just these little like tabs, these sticky notes that I was using as tabs. So, you know, but this was supposed to be my weekly view, and I wasn't using it. Yeah, I just wasn't using it. I think this is, yeah, this is a free printable from Peanuts Planner Co. The thing with this wallet is that it's all going to be budget friendly as well. So I'm mostly using free printables or things that I had on hand. So, and then I had this, and this was just for like today, couple of today things. And then here I made this little pocket thing to put cards, extra cards in. So these are like Starbucks cards that I not used in there. And then it is kind of, the lamination is coming apart here in the corner, but it's okay. It still works. We're going to use it. And then typically I do have my cards in here, but I took them out because I was filming. And then it looks like I've got a note. Oh yeah. I have a stamp in here, and then I also have, this is measurements. So if we're out thrifting or something like that, and I need the measurements, or we were going to go to IKEA and look for a specific piece of furniture for a specific spot, I needed the measurements. So this is what it's looking like. There's a little pen loop here too. I really like that it has this space for your cash and space for your change as well. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to see how it works for me, but I may in the summer, as we're out more often, just because it's sunnier and nice, and I enjoy being out and about, then switch to the personal size and use that as my wallet. I've used that before as well, but for now I'm going to set this up. Let me show you a couple of things that I printed out. My laminator going next to me, warming up. Here I have this budget. This is from Wendaful Plans. Let me get you, here you go. This is actually her personal size. She doesn't have it in the pocket size. So I printed 2 to a page, and then I printed it front and back. But as you can see, because the way that the margins were, and I couldn't figure out how to get my printer to do custom margins, it was a whole mess. It printed out like upside down, so I'm gonna use it anyways. I don't like to waste. So I'm gonna do the best that I can and see if I can get these to fit in there, and then I'll play around a little bit more with the percentage. If anybody knows what the percentage is to shrink it down from a personal size to pocket size, I would appreciate it if you would put that down in the comments, because I couldn't find anything, and then at one point I just got frustrated and stopped. So I have this. This is going to be for cash envelope type thing, and then for the times when I can't use cash envelopes, I'll explain that a little bit more further as we get into this. This is also an option. I printed this one out first. This is from takecaredarling.blogspot.com, and this is expenses. And so I had printed this out first to use for my tracking, but let me tell you why I ended up printing this out as well. I liked this one that it had my budget here at room for your budget category, and then the description of what you spent, which is teeny tiny because of how I printed it, the amount spent, and then what's remaining. This one here doesn't really give you that option of amount remaining. I could just draw another line here, and I might end up doing that so that I have the amount spent and what's remaining, but I like that this one was already kind of set up that way. So I'm going to put both of these in, like I said, because I'm not sure how well these will quite fit in there. And then this is from, all of these are free printables. This is from NAD Notes, NADNOTES. I will try to link everything I can in the description also, but this is quarterly views. So you have your 3 months here, 3 months at a time, and that is how I like to set up my planners, 3 months at a time, and do kind of quarterly views. So I liked that they had this, but you could use this for anything. So looking at it, I'm already thinking like, oh, this would be great for like jotting down grocery list. Typically we don't go to just one grocery store. You know, like we'll do a big haul from Costco, or I've been doing a lot of Azure pickups, and then like the local grocery store. So you could do listing that way too as well. Just, you know, a lot of different things, but I think that this will go well for that also. So this is also from NAD Notes. This one has her Tumblr as well, so you can see how old this is. Oh wait, so NAD Notes and Take Care Darling, same person. Here we go. So here's her free printable. This is her dailies. So it's got a schedule here, and I just figured on the busier days, if we have like a lot of appointments, or if I'm cramming in stuff, or maybe if I just want to track how long it's taking us to do things, that I would have that option if I wanted to. If not, it's okay. We can use it for scratch paper. And then here's your priorities, and here is your to-do. Because I couldn't get this to print double-sided, on the back side of it, I just printed a free printable for graph sheets. This one is from waterproofpaper.com. And so when I go to cut it out, the back side will just be graph notes so that I can jot down any other notes or something like that. So I printed this. And then the last thing I have here is also from Take Care Darling, and this is a month, a full year monthly, and it's kind of a perpetual calendar where it doesn't have like the days of the week on it. It just has January and the numbers 1 through 31 and so on and so forth. I like this because this is what I'm going to use for monthly, and I know it only has like one line here, but they think that that's all that I'll need on the go. If I need something like an actual full monthly page, like a month on 2 pages, I know Peanuts Planner Co. has that option in her freebies on her Facebook page, and so I may print that, but for now that's fine. And then the other thing that I need to do is make some dividers, and so like I said, I just have my laminator here and all warmed up so that I'm just gonna make some clear laminating things. I printed out, these are like the wrong size, but I just printed out a couple pictures that I had saved from Pinterest and saved on my phone. This was a screenshot of like how to stop taking things personally, and I thought that would be good to have in my pocket planner on the go. It has things like, realize that other people's rudeness is not about you. When someone is rude, it's likely to be a reflection of their own issues. And I just think that's good to remember. Like I said, when we're out and about, I don't need to attend every argument I'm invited to, right? So from Pinterest, this I created on Canva, and then this was just office inspiration, and this was like a screenshot. Someone was reading a book by A.W. Tozer, and it's a prayer. Oh God and Father, I repent of my sinful preoccupation with visible things. The world has been too much with me. Thou hast been here, and I knew it not. I have been blind to thy presence. Open my eyes that I may behold thee in and around me. And then, so I like that. So yeah, and this just says she lives fully convinced that God is able to do whatever he promises. And it's from the Grit and Grace Project. Anyways, you get the gist. I printed out some pictures and I've got it on here, and I'm gonna use these behind the dividers so I can kind of switch it up. So let's measure the dividers first and get that laminating, and then I will also get these cut out, and that should be fun because I'm not the best at printable inserts, but I'm also turning into a non-perfectionist, so it's okay. We're gonna make do with what we have and use it up, right? Let's do this. Here I'm explaining that I am just going to go ahead and use page flags for my little tabs for the dividers, and then I'm going to use just a piece of paper, one of the inserts that I have, instead of an actual like template for pocket dividers, which surely nothing can go wrong, right? Let's find out. I keep saying that's okay, that's okay. It'll work out, y'all. Here I've decided, instead of just making clear dividers, I'm going to try to add pockets into the dividers as well. So I've taken the lamination sheets and cut out kind of the template of what the size of the insert is. So I took the insert paper that I had and cut out a piece of lamination to that size. And then I turned it inside out so that when it laminates through the machine, it won't stick to it and it'll create this little bit of a pocket. But you'll see there's something that I missed in here. So right now I'm just happily gluing on my little dividers, making sure that it works, and cutting more lamination down to size. Here's where I realize, oh wait, I need space for the hole punches to go in. And then I realize, oh wait, I don't want the hole punching to go through my pocket. So I have to trim it down a little bit smaller than I had originally planned for. Okay, it's going through the laminator, and I can tell you right now for sure they're gonna come out slightly wonky, but again, it's okay. Let's get to cutting some slightly wonky inserts. It isn't, again, I will tell you, it isn't the insert makers, it is totally me. I just have difficulties, but I keep on trying. So. I mean, if nothing else, I hope you get some enjoyment, some entertainment out of the video here. Okay, and you can see the grid marks through because this is just regular copy paper that I did these inserts on, because I know these are more throwaway type things, and I just wasn't quite sure how it was going to turn out. Oh, look, you can, so this is the bottom, but because this is just more scratch paper on the back, I don't really mind that. But the other dailies, that in the back for people who are annoyed by it. So as you flip through, this will be the front of my daily, and then the back would just be grid. So, or I could do it this way. So we'll get that hole punch too, put that with my stack. Let's take a look at maybe this and how it compares. So I'm gonna want hole punches for this side. So I could do right along here, and I would have these sides. Let's see how much space I have here. And then this one I would want to cut about there. So let's cut and see, let's see how it comes out. If I was wise, if I was being prudent with the paper, I would probably just do one at a time, but I'm not. I'm gonna cut it and see how it goes. So there's that one, and then this one will be because I printed on just regular copy paper, I can see through to the other side, the other one, and so I think, now like I said, this is not for sure not for everybody, but I'm letting go of perfectionism, and I'm just like, we're just making it work. My biggest concern, or my bigger concern, I should say, is that I wanted to stay in budget. I don't have a big budget for planner stuff. There are other things that, you know, that kind of that are bigger priorities for us in our budget, like groceries. So I just make do with what I have, and we do okay. So I don't want to be wasteful of it, and I just want to be mindful, and it's kind of fun getting creative and seeing what we can do with what we have. I think, and it doesn't always come out perfect, but you know, I'm learning and I'm growing still, and it's okay. So I'm gonna cut these and we'll see how they come out. Okay, I've made quite a collection of confetti here, hand punching some of these inserts out, and then I just laminated 2 of the things that I had with the leftover lamination, and then hand punched that out, so I got a nice grip workout. Now let's take a look at my dividers and how this is gonna work out. Let's see how I want to do this. So I need room for holes. But I could use this if I wanted to, you know, put a picture in here versus just behind it, or I could just put the picture behind it and have it that way. But I have the option, and I kind of dig it. So let me cut the rest of these, and then we'll get it fully set up. Okay, they're not perfect, and that's okay. This one is gonna cut, the pockets are gonna cut in, the holes are gonna cut into the pocket, but like I said, live and learn. I didn't follow exact measurements, and it just is what it is right now, and that's okay. When you do yours, you might want to use exact measurements. Okay, is it perfect? No. Will it work? Yes. So I'm gonna leave the Post-it notes tucked in there. I just grabbed everything that was in there and pulled it out. And then we are gonna put stuff back in. I think this is like the largest, and so I'm gonna put it towards the back as kind of a page lifter. Boys are playing near me very loudly, so it's okay. Is it perfect? No, but like I said, it'll work. It's good. So let's take a look. Here's what we got going on. I have some Post-it notes stuck here. I have just a nice reminder for myself here. I do have some papers, like I said, printed out that I didn't end up putting in, but I may add that in a little bit later. I got a mess on here. So this is gonna be our month at a glance type thing. And actually, since we're already in March, I'm gonna put March to the front. And I can just throw this one here. I can put down future planning notes, and then as I'm out and about, if we have to make an appointment or something like that, I can see if we already have something scheduled for that day and if it's going to make a difference. So here is those, and then the first tab we come to is our quarterly planning. So I will probably set this up for April, May, and June, the second quarter already. And I think what I'm gonna do for that next quarter is put in my goals and just kind of have them on the mind all the time, because I will take this out, like if we're at, like if one of my son's therapy or something like that, I usually don't carry my large planner with me. Sometimes I will if I have to do notes or I'm just trying to make the best use of my time. But this will be like a little mini on-the-go planner, and I haven't had an on-the-go planner in a couple of years. So we'll try it out here. And then the next tab is going to be the weekly. It has a week on 2-page. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a daily tracker. And then it has got a lot of these. I think I might just print out a different one where it has a bigger thing, because I don't need to track as much here. But for now, this is what I have in here, so we're gonna use it. And then we go into the budget. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll probably start using maybe a Costco card for gas if we do that. And then I will keep track of what is being spent in each category in here. You could do a tab for each of your budget categories, but I don't, because we don't have a ton of variable spending. I don't need that. If you had a lot of variable spending, like if you had a tab for groceries and one for beauty and one for planning and one for, one for lashes or one for, I don't know, what else would you spend on? You have a separate beer budget maybe, then you would put that categories in there, but we only have the 3, and so that's where it's gonna go in. Our groceries and household are 1. So when I say my grocery budget, it's my groceries and my household items, so any cleaning supplies and things like that. Okay, the next tab is just some dailies in here. I got, like I said, 2 different ones. Some are a little wonky, some are not. If it is a super busy day, we will use these, but I don't think that I'm going to use these all the time in our pocket planner. And then the last one is just some notes. I like having spare notes in here, and I think actually I had notched out a couple, but not all of them. So let me do that while I'm in here. To take the page out and put it back in if you need to. So I just have a bunch of scrap paper in here. And then once I run out of this, honestly, maybe I'll just use note paper and cut it to size. I don't know, we'll see. And then I just have some little reminders here. This is the how to stop taking things personally. I have some extra cards, and then I will put in my remaining cards here. I have a couple notes here. That's gonna do it for me for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and putting this wallet together. Let me know if you have an on-the-go planner now, if you're taking your, if you just have one planner and you're taking it back and forth, you keep it at home and you take it with you. I'm using an A5 here at home, and so that one's just a little kind of too big for me to take every day. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to find a pen and put that in here. So that is it. Like I said, thanks so much for hanging out with me and putting this together. I hope that you like this video. Like I said, at the very least, I hope it was entertaining to you. We're just making it work. That's going to be kind of the logo, I guess, going forward, or the motto. If you're not already subscribed for this inspiration amongst the chaos, maybe you want to take a look at a couple of our other videos and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our videos. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of our little YouTube family. It is so appreciated. And if no one's told you, you are so appreciated. Thanks for hanging out again. I really appreciate you spending your time with me.